All right, you've made it to Module 5, and here we are in the conversation about getting into action, getting to the core, getting to the daily habits that are going to help you become an irreplaceable father, not just for a small period of time, not just have a false lift, not just go back to the old habits after you experience momentum, but to build a new lifestyle that's going to help you navigate through the woods every single day. And the way I looked at this when I learned it was one step in front of the other, taking one day at a time, because as you're navigating through divorce, separation, you're dealing with the chaos that comes every single day. Guess what? You got to build certainty, and the certainty gets built with the core 4. So let's go ahead and dive into what the core 4 looks like and what it can look like for you, and the daily disciplines, the daily habits that are going to build massive momentum and help you get to the top of your tower. Let's dive right in. All right, what you're going to have in the handout section is going to be a guide that's going to show you what the core forms and the key activities that you need to commit yourself to do in every single day. You're going to have a choice. You do it or you don't do it. There's no half-assing it in this process. There's no kind of doing it. It's either you got it done or you don't. Because the reason is you want to start building momentum every single day from what you've declared when you looked at your facts, when you look at your truth, when you look at where you're at right now in your life, in every area of your life, in your relationships, in your business, in your spiritual being, in your body. So now let's dive in and start looking at some of these areas. How can I improve it? And the daily disciplines that we're going to develop starts with our relationship with our children. So what does that look like? For me, I had no real connection with my children. I needed to establish that connection. One of my daily disciplines became sending word of love and appreciation to my children. That came in a way of text message for them. That came in a way of me writing out sticky notes and putting that right in their binders as they headed into school. Sunday nights, I would literally take out stickies, put it right into random pages in their notebooks, and they would find it. And my daughter still has kept a lot of them right now, 7+ years after. So that became my daily ritual and things that I started depositing into my children's lives. And the next one became, what are the other key relationships in my life in this season right now? For me, it was business relationships. I would send a gratitude message to clients. I would send gratitude message, hey, thank you for your business. Thank you for entrusting me with your account and help you generate more leads, help you generate more business. And my ability to do that consistently, time and time again, sending handwritten notes sometimes, changing it, became my daily deposits for my relationships. Now, let's move into the business quadrant. You've declared how you're doing right now. You have certain figures that you have in your bank account, revenue numbers. If you're self-employed, there are things in your business you know you should be doing that you're currently not doing, or maybe you don't even know you need to be doing and you need to figure out how to do. Or if you are employed and you're an employee and you're a producer in your company, how do you level up your skills so that you can generate more revenue, so that you can increase the value that you provide to the individual that's hiring you, that's employing you? And that's the conversation of the business. What are going to be the 2 key areas that you're going to commit to? Here's what worked for me. The first one was learning, getting myself into environments where I was learning how to fix the problems I had in my business at that point in time. I subscribed to what I could afford at that specific point in time and learned and implemented. And here it is. For me, it became learning, and it became the lessons and taking the lessons into action. Learning the lessons and action. Learning the lessons and action. Learning the lessons and actions. So how does it look like for you? You've declared where you're at right now in your business quadrant, in your income generating activities. You need to learn how to sell more. You need to learn how to market yourself. You need to learn how to improve systems. You need to learn how to improve processes in your business. If you are employed, what do you need to learn in order to level up your skill sets? And if you don't know where to start, this is a time where you can have a conversation with your direct report and ask them, hey, how can I increase the value that I bring to this company right now? What are the skills that I need to learn and master so I can get to that next level? And now, when they tell you what it is, write it down, get into learn, get the lesson, and implement. Learn, get the lesson, and implement. If you do that quarter after quarter, day after day, you're going to see your income soar. There's no way you're going to stay in the exact same place that you are right now when it comes to how much money you're taking home every year. As you're looking at what you're committing to doing on a daily basis, this becomes your core. This becomes your daily plan of action, 7 days a week, 365 days. Let's look at the spiritual self. Let's look at your spiritual being. You've declared where you're at right now. You've said how you felt about your current state. And the beautiful thing about becoming an irreplaceable father and stepping into that role is you get to improve that every single day. It's not stagnant. So here it is. Are you praying? Are you meditating on a daily basis? Are you slowing down? Are you quieting your mind? Are you taking a moment every single day to just close your eyes and find gratitude and appreciation for just being alive? You see, you've purged already the chains that have been holding you back. You've already declared where you're at in your spiritual being. Now it's time to say, hey, what am I going to commit to doing on a daily basis? And I'm not asking you for you to commit 30 minutes of prayer. What if you were to do it with just a short, intentional prayer? If you've never prayed before, maybe this is the time where you take 1 minute and say, I don't even know how to pray. Close your eyes and you just pray. Just ask God, I'm here. I'm surrendering in this place right now. I don't even know how to pray. And you start hearing God's voice speak to you. And maybe you don't believe in prayer. Close your eyes and just be. Take a deep breath in. Release. Just meditate. I'm not asking you for 30 minutes. You start with 5 minutes. And as you start to gain clarity every single day, you're going to see peace starts to flow through you. As you start to find difficulties arise in different areas of your life, you're going to start building certainty and direction unlike anything else that you've experienced before. What seems like chaos starts showing up as a blessing and redirection of your life. And everything that was negative at one point in time is going to now start to make sense. And the people that triggered you in the past, or the individuals that are triggering you right now, are going to start to move you towards what you've been created to be here, an irreplaceable father. Once you take that moment, make a commitment every day, and you start taking one foot in front of the other. Next area is the time to reflect. This is the reflection time. How are you reflecting every day? Again, I'm not asking for you to stop for 30 minutes. You don't have time. You have to go and pick up the kids. You have to go and work. Wake up early. This is where you get to, I recommend, put this towards the beginning of your day so you can start your day off right. You reflect upon where you're at after prayer. You grab your pen and you write down, where are you at emotionally? What do you appreciate for today? And there's some prompts right now that you're going to have right in your printout, in the handout, that are going to guide you through this specific exercise. Perhaps your prayer is going to be pen and paper. God, this is how I feel right now. Or this is how I'm feeling right now. I'm holding the weight of the world. My son doesn't want to talk to me. My daughter doesn't want to see me anymore. She doesn't want to come back. What do I do now? Here's how I feel right now. And you see, as you slow down and you submit that in paper, you slow down. You're going to start to get revelation every single day. Prayer, meditation, and reflection. Pick your two. You can pray and meditate, pray and reflect. can meditate and reflect. Meditate and reflect, or pray and reflect. It's your choice. So what's your commitment to it? Let's move on to our body. Body. It's 2 simple exercises that are going to help you gain movement for yourself. The first one is get movement. How are you moving your body every single day? If you work sitting down all day long, it would be great if you start by walking. I'm not going to ask you to run a marathon right out of the gates, or head on over to a CrossFit gym, or go into a yoga studio, or whatever it is. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you move your body. And if you don't have time, which I completely get it, as a divorced man, separated father, you don't have time. What do? Find 20 minutes. That's all we need to do. 20 minutes. What do you got 20 minutes for? Perhaps you could do a light jog for 10 minutes, and then you do some burpees, push-ups, or squats. You find your flow. Maybe you cannot even do squats right at this moment. You start by walking the 20 minutes. Get yourself moving in the right direction, following by your daily fuel. What is your fuel? And this is where I want you to be intentional about planning your meals. Whatever your meals are right now, if you find certainty in writing out just what you're going to eat, you're going to start slowing down and say, hold up a second. I'm eating McDonald's every single day. I need to slow down here. I need to stop eating the stuff that's harming me. Or maybe I'm taking too many Mountain Dews or Coca-Colas. Maybe I need to cut back on the sugar. Whatever it may be, if you start to become intentional on a day-to-day basis, one step in front of the other, you're going to see yourself rise. You're going to see your body transform. You're going to see your spiritual being transform. You're going to start to see your bank accounts transform. You're going to start to see the relationship with your children transform. And now, those that were far away from you are going to start to come closer to you. Your children are going to start to look at you different. There's something different in that. Something different. He's doing something different. Something is changing. Every weekend when he's coming over and picking me up, he's different. He's smiling more. He's having a lot more fun. He's taking us to cooler places. He's able to afford to take us to better places now. We're taking better vacations. You're making more money. You're looking better. You're attracting the right woman to your life. And that, my friend, is the path to becoming an irreplaceable father. This is why we call it the core. Because at the core, you can choose to rise every day, or you can choose to die and stay where you are. The biggest question I get is, Danny, I don't have time to do this. Where can I find time to implement the core? I'm already working overtime just to pay for child support. I'm already running a business. I don't have any more time to give you. And this is what I recommend. You start by getting better rest. You start by looking at your habits on a daily basis and seeing, okay, well, am I willing to stay out at night, going out drinking with my buddies after work, and whatever it may be for you. Just take a moment to look at your calendar right now. See, what time do I need to go to sleep to wake up earlier? And if you wake up earlier, guess what? You're going to have more time in the morning. That's right. That's it. You get more time right now. There's no other way, my friend. You're going to need to find the time to do it. And when you find the time and you find the pocket and you start rising every day, there's a different sense of certainty that you're going to have. Look at me here. I'm recording this video. There was a moment in time where I felt worthless in my life. I had no money in my bank account. I was looking like shit. No one was paying attention to me. I was disconnected as a dad. And now, I've grown the fastest growing marketing agency in my industry. And it wasn't the industry, it wasn't anything special. I just committed to doing the work every day. And I committed to install these daily disciplines and habits I'm sharing with you. So you want to get to the top of the tower, one step in front of the other. So there's an assignment for you. What is your commitment? What is your commitment? I want you to write it out for every area of your life. Write it out. You have your relationships. Say, what are you committed to execute on a daily basis? Keep it simple. Don't try to go from 0 to 100 overnight. Keep it simple. to what you can commit to? What are you committed to in your business, on your finances? What are you committed to doing? What is that? What are you committed to doing for your spiritual self, for your being? What are you committed to doing for your body on a daily basis? Write it down, take a picture, post it in the community. And as always, look out for 2 other brothers who are doing the same and engage with them. All right, so focus on the core and come back for module 6, which we're going to focus on the game of freedom. We're going to find out exactly how to navigate the woods and how to go from taking one step in front of the other to reach your impossible targets. Map out a plan. You see, you're going to have on the way, you're going to have quicksand in one side, and on the other side, there's going to be a lake, and there's going to be some trails that you got to navigate to, and you don't even know which way to turn to. You know, like they said, you can skin a cat multiple ways. Well, you want to find the best way that works for you. And that's what we're going to be focusing on in the next module.